Welcome. This practice will be loosely focused around what connection feels like in your body, how you long for it in your nervous system. Keeping in mind that connection can mean feeling connected to your authentic self, to your embodied self, to another being or to a hobby, some motivating factor in your life, or something else. As mammals, we are wired to connect. It can feel like a cozy or supportive interaction, or it can feel like a vibrant and stimulating purpose or passion. As usual, there is no right or wrong way to practice Yoga Nidra. So whatever arises for you in this practice is welcome. With this in mind, take this moment to name an intention. Perhaps asking yourself, how does your body feel supported in connection? A loose anchor for this practice or this day, to feel supported by another, a person, your community, or a pet, or with yourself, your authentic self, your superpower, or with that thing that makes you feel more engaged or excited in life. And if there is a totally different intention, welcome that in now. Planting the seed of your intention by stating it in the present tense with conviction, and exploring how it shows up in this practice or in your everyday life. Bringing with you whatever you need in this practice to feel supported in this moment. Something in your external environment that lends support to your internal environment. If it's helpful, resting your gaze on something around you that allows yourself to settle a little more deeply into a space that feels safe and supportive. And now bringing your awareness deeper into the body and asking yourself, how might your body feel even more settled? Even more comfortable? Adjusting any props, pillows, blankets, eye pillow, clothing. Adjusting your body, knowing that stretching and readjusting is a fluid part of this practice at any time you feel the need to wiggle, stretch, or move, honoring what it is that the body wants to do. if it's helpful, placing a hand now at your torso to feel your connection with the breath. The inhale and the exhale, the rise and release at the torso. Nothing you need to do. A quiet rhythm setting the tone of each moment. And now, the connection to the surface underneath you. Taking inventory of the back of the body and noticing where you feel most able to accept the support. Focusing there and allowing yourself to sink deeper into the surface with each exhale. Anchoring into the sounds around you. Feeling yourself within the space around you, the temperature on your skin, soaking it in. Textures that meet your skin, aware of how your body feels in the presence of these textures. Simply resting in this moment as being. Nothing to protect, nothing to deny. And connect for a moment to something real or imagined that brings a sense of peace, calm, and tranquility. A memory or a scene. Allowing it to take root as something that originates in your mind and then unfolds as sensation in the body. Opening your senses to what you would experience there. The sights, colors, lighting, inviting in the sounds, tastes, temperatures, smells, how does visiting this place in your mind link up to a feeling of calm in the body? Where and how do you experience security, ease, and contentment in your body. Your inner resource place of peace and well-being, perhaps an expansion in the torso, a heaviness in the legs or feet, a floating feeling at your shoulders. Whatever this inner resource place is for you, taking the time now to familiarize yourself with it. Taking your time here to connect with it. And with practice, this inner resource place of calm and ease will rise up to meet you in times when you feel you need it. And now join me in noticing sensations throughout the body, starting at the mouth, inner walls of the mouth, tongue, teeth, the whole jaw and mouth as sensation. And traveling out the left cheek, left inner ear, left ear, right cheek, right inner ear, right ear, both ears together, and the nose, the air as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Easy and rhythmic sensations at the left eye, right eye, both eyes together, animated with sensation. Forehead, top of the head, back of the head, neck, inner walls of the throat, the whole neck and head alive with sensation. And now the shoulders, left shoulder, right shoulder, upper arms, elbows, left elbow, right elbow, forearms, wrists, palm of the left hand, palm of the right hand, left fingers, right fingers, Noticing both arms together from shoulders to fingers, flowing with sensation. The rise and release of the breath at the torso. Sensations deep within the torso. And on the surface. Chest, upper back, belly, lower back. Now noticing the hips, left hip, right hip, thighs, knees, left knee, right knee, forelegs, ankles, left foot and toes, right foot and toes. And now both legs together, radiant with sensation from hips to toes. The whole body now, the left side of the body, the right side of the body, the whole back of the body as sensation, the whole front of the body as sensation, the whole body alive with sensation, and even the area out beyond the physical body, behind you, in front of you, above you, and below you. Noticing all that you are now aware of. Taking in the breath as an ebb and flow that runs through the entire body. The breath felt not only at the torso, but also as it enters and leaves the nostrils. Its caress on the inner walls of the throat. Even the sense of it flowing out into the arms and hands. And down into the legs and feet. Each breath delivering more of what you need to every cell and muscle in the body. Rise and release. Inhale. Exhale. Now imagine you are breathing up through the left side of the body from the foot with each inhale. Then allowing the breath to cross over fully at a midpoint between the eyes at the forehead, and breathing down and out through the right side of the body. Inhaling up from the left foot to the left eye, crossing over on the paws at the forehead, and exhaling down from the head to the right foot. Continuing this circular pattern at your own breathing rhythm. Feeling the breath at every point up and down the body. If it's helpful now, reverse the direction, breathing in and up the right side. Pause to cross the midline, then exhaling down and out the left side. Staying with whichever direction feels right for you a moment longer. Allowing the breath to move through both sides, now connecting the whole body at your own breathing rhythm. Taking a moment now to notice anywhere in the body that feels grounded, anchored, present, or heavy. Where do you notice feeling grounded most profoundly? Is there a preference to be with the feeling of grounded and present? Or does this feel challenging? Simply being curious about this feeling in you. Is there a co-arising image that supports your feeling grounded? And now exploring its opposite. That is, somewhere in the body that feels without ground, floating, disconnected, untethered. Where in the body do you feel floating or disconnected most profoundly? Is there a preference to be with this feeling without ground, untethered? Or does this feel challenging? Once again, being curious about this feeling in you. Is there a co-arising image that supports your feeling untethered and disconnected? As you've considered how these feelings show up in your body, grounded or disconnected, giving yourself permission to explore any co-arising thoughts or emotions with what is most present now. See if you can allow this thought or emotion to be fully present. Whatever is grabbing your attention. A thought or emotion arising from any sense of feeling grounded or disconnected. Imagining it across the room from you. You are simply meeting this emotion or thought. Noticing if it has a message. What does it feel like in your body? This emotion or thought. What does it look like? What is it telling you? Consider now the opposite of this thought or emotion and allow it to fully unfold. If helpful, by welcoming in a memory or scene where this opposite thought or emotion is present. What does it feel like in your body? What does it look like? What is it telling you? And now, without thinking as much as feeling your way, hold these opposite thoughts or emotions in your awareness at the same time. First one, and then the other. Notice what arises in the blending ground of these opposites as you hold them both together. Aware of any shifts or change that occurs in this blending ground of opposites. Just noticing. appreciate for a moment having taken this time for yourself, setting aside time just for you. No right or wrong way to practice. What does feeling grateful feel like in your body? Recognizing that emotions show up in not just our minds, but also in our bodies. Calling to mind a memory or scene that brings a sense of contentment, gratitude, or happiness. Letting it fully unfold. A smile, a laugh, a sigh of contentment. Where does this contentment light up in your body? A warmth, a smile, an expansion, perhaps starting in the torso, spreading down into the legs and feet, perhaps feeling a sense of ground or solid support here. And now flowing or expanding out into the arms and hands. Up into the neck and head, eyes, cheeks, and mouth smiling. The body alive with a sense of contentment. Each breath spreading this sense of gratitude or contentment to every cell and muscle in your body. Observing the glow that extends out beyond the body into awareness itself. Allow yourself to seep out into this space of knowing. Suspending thought and feeling your way. Filling this floating space that feels supportive, unrestricted, trust your awareness here as something that guides you, connects you. Starting to feel yourself in the room around you. Coming back with a sense of well-being. Opening and closing your eyes. Taking in the room around you. And any objects that supported you during this practice. Perhaps serving as a portal to any new knowing from this practice. Recognizing if your intention was met or something else to take with you to your next practice and in your everyday life. Wiggling, stretching, readjusting, taking all the time you need to come to the conclusion of your practice.